Alright, I hope the audio is okay on this. Let's go in here and look. I've got this thing leveled and put where I want it. So I marked the outside, and this is how I did it. I pounded a pencil into a small hole at 5 inches. And so I can just lay that in here and make marks. And drop my pencil. And that's super hard to see. So I made another stick. And I'll use the Sharpie to make a couple of reference points. And I can see my pencil line, so I can make a reference point there so I can find it better. And then I'll go. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here, but making another reference on the other side of the circle. Just so I know where the high and low points are. Alright, so if I cut that on the marks I've made all the way around it, where I know that it's center lined to the rudder, everything's all lined up like that. It's level with the way the boat is level, which I actually use the level for, which is kind of strange. It's level front to back with the way the boat's level, so the mount should go like that. It just has to go 5 inches lower. So I've matched the hole lines with that tool so that I could go and get the right cuts. I'll turn and show a good sample right here. So I take my stick and I hold it on the bottom and I push that pencil against there and I just run that pencil line up the curve of the hole like that. And that transfers the, wow, I got bad hair. That transfers the pencil line to match the hole. So I can take this out, go cut it, go put it back in the same spot, and it should be fairly level, pretty darn close. I can make some minor adjustments, and then I'll be ready to cut the hole in the boat. And so over here, this circle, which is larger than my hand, I'm going to cut a hole that big in the bottom of my boat on both sides, because that's where my new sail drive is going to go. So I think I can set this up and film some of this cutting. And if this one fits really well, I'll use it as a template to cut the one for the other side. So let me take this outside and set up to cut. Alright, there's a lot of noise and I don't like that cut. So I'm gonna go get a saw that kicks up more dust but cuts a lot faster. Yep, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 steps up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 steps up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 more steps up, and then a couple of steps down. So who wants to see my mug or my step mug? I don't know. Let's see here. Saw, there's my saw. Right there. Fine tooth blade, really sharp. Let's go see if this works better. Up and up and up and down and down and down. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Ugh. I have to go way over here and get a better view to get any audio at all. But now that I've got the outside cut, you could see that I need to cut the inside. So I'm gonna cut this for now, cool off just a minute, and then go measure mark, double check, and then cut the insides. And the insides look like they might be more difficult to cut, so I might actually have to get out my jigsaw or something, or I'll just go really, really slow with the multi-tool. All right, I don't know if we can hear anything, but oh my goodness, look at how that fits. Almost like I made it to sit there. Gotta build up the front a little bit. Ooh, my side corner's touching somewhere right here. I'm keeping that up. Or is it right here? Let's see. That's pretty darn close. This should be off by... This side's got to go down. I think it's that corner and that corner. It's this corner here. That corner's up, this corner's not, and that's holding that whole side up. And that side's a lot closer. If that cut was straighter, that'd be perfect. No gap, no gap, and then we got a gap here, so I understand that. Now I need to make center marks. Straight. We gotta go this way. Oh, hey, that set down tighter when I turned that. That's better. Okay, I should have 6 inches on both sides here. Down too far, come back. Center aligned. And that's only a 1/4 inch, so if I grind that corner a little bit, that feels really good. I'm gonna leave that right there. Just fill in the gaps. Front to back. Well, the front could come down just a hair because the floor in here is bubble to the forward. No, the back could come down just a hair. Dead on. This side's a little bit high. So I'm going to take off part of that. I'm going to mark. I guess I need a new pin. It's getting all tore up. That side needs to come down a little bit. That side's got a big gap. Where's it touching up here? It's touching right there, and it's touching right there where it's supposed to be. That's pretty darn close. That's got a little gap in it. Leave that side. Okay. Hot, messy, quiet now, finally. I don't know where my sander at. Okay, well, that's how it goes in. I'll make some minor adjustments to get it tighter, and then I'll cut a big hole in my boat and start glassing it in place, and it's really close, so I might just use the pieces I cut off as a template on the other one, and I'll get that one cut and ground and fit in also. But you've got the basics of it covered. I still don't know where my sander is. And, oh, hey, I got a little battery too. So this is what it takes to grind the finish off of this and make it fit in the boat. So I'm working on that, and I'm gonna turn everything on and it'll get loud.
not work.
It's going.
Where does it go?
This is my motor mount.
Okay. You have to modify it?
Just gonna take the glass, the finish off of it.
And the finish? Under the
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I can glass it in place.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm working on. Yep.
Wow.
If you look in there, you'll see the other one's already in that hole.
Here?
Yeah, right there.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
And so once I put new fiberglass on there, that'll be my new motor mount.
Alright.
So some filler, some fiberglass, 6 or 7 layers of carbon fiber strips.
Much easier to do this way than the shaft.
Yes.
Much easier.
Much easier. And then that all just bolts right in.
Because you don't have to align anything.
Nope.
Just bolt your engine.
Everything's built solid the way it goes. You just have to take, see the pieces I cut off,
Yeah.
you have to shape it to your hole and then glass it in place. So you take off the gel coat and then glass over it.
Have you made it?
No, I bought these.
Okay, they came with.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought it was much harder than that.
Well, this is the hard part.
So you shape it the way.
Yep, I put it in the hole, level it, square it,
Yeah.
and then I take a marker
Yeah.
and go like this and draw the hole line. Then I cut out the hole line,
Now you're going to glaze it.
and then I'm going to glass it in place.
That's it.
Yep,
Good. Everything is sitting in here on solid.
yep. And if you look here, that's my hole, that circle. It's thick, it's hard.
That's a sandwich.
Yes. Foam core.
No
And it's
wonder why
tough.
it's so solid.
3 blades to cut that circle out.
Did you try steel blade?
Yeah, that's all I had, steel blades. If I had carbide blades, it would have been better. I only had steel blades, so I went through 3 of them.
Well, I'm using steel blade because the regular blade doesn't last.
Carbide.
Oh, carbide, yeah.
Yeah, carbide's better.
Well, you're doing a good job. Keep going.
All right, take it easy. Okay. Well, that took me 45 minutes. So I guess you will see all of that soon enough. But what I was explaining to the neighbor, and you can see right here, there's a big hole in my boat. Inside, outside. And that's the part that I'm going to glass in place. And then these motor mounts all hold everything lined up, so I don't have to do anything with my shaft drive or anything like that. It's all pre-laid in there just like that. And this is what I took out of the hole. Foam core, I don't know, 14 millimeter or something, I don't know. I'll have to measure it. A couple of layers of glass. There's my 2 hole pieces. Those are the scraps that I cut off of these motor mounts before I started grinding all the gel coat off. But that looks pretty good. I'm going to glass the insides of them and the outsides of them. That's where all the fresh glass goes. So that's what I've been up to for the last couple of days. I'm going to edit this video and get it going. And I hope you guys all like what you're seeing. Do me a favor, like and subscribe. And let's get a good view of how big we actually are, because that will be a good way to show you what I'm dealing with. I'll walk over here. That is my boat from underneath in the front. Guys are just about done doing my bottom, so it can get faired and prepped for bottom paint soon. And after the bottom's done, the through holes are done, the sensors, the transducers are in. Once all that's done, then I guess we're heading to the Caribbean. We'll get hauled out again in 18 months and finish all the rest of the work.
Like and subscribe and comment down below.
You want to try it again?
No.
Okay.